This is my ST1100 and it fell over in the grass and broke a mirror. So I purchased this cheapo mirror replacement. Let's see if we can make this work. First thing that needs to happen is have to pull off the old mirror, which it came off in easy pieces because it was broken, so it dislodged itself from the holder pretty easily. I know that I'll eventually need to get to the back of it, so that's how this pops out. You can see the studs just fit right into those holders, and then this little flexi piece will hold on hold that. I did break this. I just put some tape on it and called it a day. At some point I'll replace this whole piece. Unfortunately they're like 80 bucks, so just hasn't been a real high priority since tape has been doing the job. So I could just pull this off. My objective is to get this black piece and then try to mount the adhesive mirror to it. So pull this thing off and then that separates. I'm just going to hang this on here for now. Oop. Yeah, feel free to knock the bolt down. That makes things better. I just don't want to lose any of the parts, so I'm just going to dangle those. So what my objective is, I'm going to take this piece of paper, cut a template out around it, then use that template to cut the mirror, and then try to affix the mirror all around. It does say right here, make sure this lens is flat after application, be certain it is not applied in a concave or convex manner, which is either the front side of the spoon or the back side, so try to make it as flat as possible. I also have a secondary objective as to, once it's applied, I want to be able to get my blind spot mirror back onto here over top of this, because as many of you know who ride this bike, without a convex mirror or without a blind spot mirror, you got to turn your head, and that's no fun. Turn your head and hit somebody in front of you, it's not fun. Alright, so that's what's happening. Alright, I took this piece inside, so I'm just going to start by tracing the thing. Try holding this under my chin. Sorry if it corrected a couple times. And I know that this is going to be too big, but at least it'll give me the curvature of the earth. So I can kind of cut that out and then, you know, make it smaller as we go. Now remember that this is the back side, so when you cut, you're going to want to cut this way. You're going to cut this way on the back side because the mirror will go onto here like so, and then so when you flip it over, there's your mirror. Alright. Alright, so I traced it. And now I'll just cut this. And what I really want to do is cut just inside of the line, because I already know that it's too big. Okay. So you see with that shoved inside of there, everything's just a little bit too big. So So I'm going to go another lap around it, cut everything down just a little bit more. Alright, so I did a few laps. You can see by all of the leftover pieces here. I did several laps to get this piece cut, so it would be a nice template there. And as I feel, I'm trying to imagine having this, I don't know, you can see how thick that is, having that sit in there and wondering how flat it's really going to be. If you look at the points on here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little nub. There's little nubs in here, and I guess maybe that's how the OEM mirror fit in. But what I'm starting to think is that I might want to take a piece of cardboard and use that cardboard, make a template for it, insert the cardboard inside of this, or even affix the mirror to the cardboard and then put the cardboard in here. I've got some double-sided exterior tape that can hold the cardboard into here, and I should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the mirror. I'll cut the mirror and test it against here, and if that doesn't work out so well, then I'll mount it to the cardboard. Alright, so I've finished tracing the mirror. Again, this is the way this will face out. So then I have my template the same way, and then I'm cutting on the back side of the mirror. I've got it traced. Then I'll cut here and get it, and then see how it fits inside of this. Alright, you can tell by the shavings that I've now got it trimmed down. Now get that to fit in. Oops. Now get that to fit in. Seems to be okay. I think what I'm going to do is take a couple extra pieces of double-sided tape, and I will line the double-sided tape inside of here. So the raised grooves is where the mirror can attach to, but if I add a couple more pieces inside of each of these, then that will that should hold it in place. So the hard part is also this black piece has to be affixed to the bike before I can mount the mirror in. So I'm going to have to take this all back outside and get it all mounted up in real time. Alright, so we've got this screw goes in the back, then this plate goes inside of the plastic, that goes inside of here, the spring goes there, then I've got a washer and a nut. And so then that's what kind of controls how easily your mirror adjusts. So I'll go ahead and give it a couple of cursory pops, because once I put this El Cheapo film on, I don't really feel like taking it off ever again. Well, at least until the next time the bike falls over. So it kind of screwed in all the way, so I guess that's where it's going to sit. I've still got a little bit of the broken mirror in there, so I'm just going to blow on it. Alright. Got some Scotch 3 tape, outdoor external mounting tape, so I'm going to just cut a few pieces and kind of I'll probably put 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those will sit in there nicely. I guess 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the adhesive backing of the mirror itself will take care of the rest, I guess. Alright, probably more effort than it's worth, but I put 4 little pieces of double stick adhesive in there. I tried to avoid the holes. Wasn't really sure what those were used for. I might end up regretting that because I'm afraid air is going to come through the opposite direction and blow this El Cheapo film off, but I can always tape over those holes from the back later if I really had to. So the next step now is to remove the adhesive from this side, and I guess the film from this side. There's a small plastic or small clear film over that, hopefully, and that will make it easier to see, and then it should be good to go. Okay, little egg on my face. This is a cut and stick replacement mirror, but it is not a self-adhesive backing. After reading the instructions, turns out that it comes with its own double-sided tape, so I guess I'll have to put those in here, maybe this way, some this way, one across the top, and that will hold in place, hopefully. So my effort to put that tape in was in vain. Alright, I laced up the tape with a jaunty pattern, so I'm going to pull off that white backing and then apply the mirror, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I peeled the mirror off of the plastic off the mirror. You can see it mirrors. It does what a mirror should do. And so now it's a matter of just sticking this in place. My guess is it's going to be a funhouse mirror no matter what I do. I think I'll go find a piece of cloth so I can press more firmly against it, try to get it flat, and then mount my my blind spot mirror, which is pretty much the only thing I really use when I'm riding. I was just hoping to do this to more pass inspection than to have anything really usable. So alright, on to the next step. Alright, I've applied my own Scotch double-sided sticky tape to the blind spot mirror. You can see on the other blind spot I mounted in the upper right hand corner. I've never been pleased with it being there, so I'm going to try to mount this one down here. I think you're supposed to press on it for like 30 seconds, but I won't make you bear that. Alright, I gave that a good 30 Mississippi, so now just reapply this. It just snaps in, and then I've got my old piece of tape, which I will put back on at my leisure. Alright, so yeah, you'd never be able to pick me out of a lineup if I shaved my goatee, but well, there you go. A quick and dirty fix for $5 and some tape. Enjoy.